Welcome to our podcast.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
With Kendra and Noah.
With Kendra and Noah.
It's been a long time coming. This has.
Truly.
Pretty much once a week, I'd say, hey, Noah, when are we going to start our podcast? And he'd say, soon.
Soon. Always the answer. And we never did. It wasn't soon.
And we never did. But now we have time.
Yeah, we were both fortunate enough to have lots of free time right now.
Time. We're not fully employed.
Yes.
But you're in school.
I'm in school.
And I'm half employed. So.
Yeah. You get 2 jobs.
One of them, though, is very, very, very part-time.
That's fair. It's
like a couple times a month.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, welcome.
Welcome to our show.
That was our intro.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. We'll just use that on every show.
We just thought we'd start this first episode off with an introduction.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the people that are listening probably already know who we are.
Right.
But you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, age before beauty. Do you want to take it away?
She's very mean to me. is how we'll start the podcast.
I meant, do you want to talk about yourself?
I guess.
Okay.
So my name's Noah. I'm in my mid-20s.
Late 20s. He's basically 30.
I'm 29. Mid-20s. And Kendra and I are both from Wisconsin. We moved out here about 3 years ago.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit about me. I am the youngest of 3 brothers, one of which is a twin, but I'm younger than him.
Mm-hmm.
The other brother was 18 months older than us, so we were all pretty close in age. Grew up on a lake, which was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Loved to swim, tube, boat, fish. And now I am in...
You have none of that.
Los Angeles with none of that. Yeah, I mean, there's fishing here, but, it's not the same, you know? Like fishing off, a pier or boardwalk or something like that.
I was going to say, have you ever gone fishing out here?
No, it just doesn't interest me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
there
feel
are
like
places
I feel
you
like
can
I
find,
would like deep sea fishing. Like my sister Rachel and her husband Mike have done that before. And that seems cool. But that's obviously you go. They did that in Florida. You go far out with guides and stuff, but
yeah.
True.
I'm sure I would enjoy that too, but there's something about, Wisconsin fishing. Very relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit else about me. I snowboard. I play guitar. I play video games.
Sometimes surf.
Sometimes
I'm looking
surf.
at the surfboard
I'm
that's
trying to
in
learn
our
how to surf.
living room. It's basically just decor.
At this point, it's decorative. Yeah. One of these days, I'll get back out there and learn how to surf. Definitely very ambitious when it comes to adding hobbies and then not actually learning how to do them. I got a drum kit.
Our podcast taking 2 years to make.
The surfboard. I wanted to get a skateboard. I kind of feel like I should learn how to kickflip before I die. And honestly, if I don't do it by 40, it's pretty much not going to happen.
Is that on your bucket list?
Then
would you say?
I've never made a bucket list, but yeah, I would put it on there.
Okay.
Probably wouldn't be super high. Maybe in the 20s.
Well, listen, you have a decade then to figure it out.
I know, but I'm a little more delicate now. And falling on a skateboard hurts.
Why? Because you're older?
No. But yes. I don't know. Is that pretty good?
I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. You're in school now.
I'm in school, studying computer science.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get a software development job. Work from home, ideally.
Mm-hmm. And we're both actors, which is why we moved out here.
We are both actors.
Yes.
That's why we are living in Los Angeles.
Yes.
All right, Beauty, take it away.
I'm Kendra.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually still in my mid-20s.
28?
But listen.
If 29's not mid-20s.
Listen, here's the thing.
Here's
the thing. Early 20s, you could argue is 20 to 22, 23.
Yeah,
right?
I get 23.
Okay, great. So then your mid 20s
24,
is
25,
26
26?
to 28, and then your late
Wow.
20s.
So your late 20s is only 29? That doesn't add up. That is not. That was a good try, but the numbers failed you there.
Okay, fine. I'm in my late, but my very early stages of late 20s. I just turned 28 3 months ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm only barely scratched the surface.
I mean, that's 25% of the
my
way
late.
through the first year.
Of the first year. I'm not in the late 20s, though.
Okay. 12.5%.
Which is nothing.
It's over 10. It's an eighth.
Okay, well, you have less than a year
Well,
until you're 30. So,
yeah.
anyways.
But 30 is the new 20, so.
Yeah, I'm an actor.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a model. And I'm also the youngest of 3.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Huh.
Look at us.
Huh. Little babies.
Little babies. I'm not a twin, though. I have an older brother and an older sister. And what are my hobbies? I don't know. Listening to music.
Yeah. Taylor
watching
Swift.
TV.
Exclusively.
Listen.
That's a hobby in itself.
Being a Taylor Swift fan literally is a hobby in itself, though, because of all of her Easter eggs and, like, deciphering that you have to do. And she just, like, never stops releasing music, that you always have, like, new music that you have to, like, go through, you know. It's an emotional journey being a fan of hers.
I believe it.
And I have been a fan of hers since I was in middle school, so that's actually why I'm so emotional all the time.
Because of Taylor. You think if you didn't find Taylor Swift in middle school, you'd be, like, pretty stoic?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
No.
But it's a good try.
I like to go hiking.
Yeah, you're active.
Yeah, I'm an active person.
Mm-hmm.
I hang out with friends, you know, coffee. That's a
Coffee,
hobby of mine.
sure.
I know I'm like trying to think of what you said and be
You know,
like,
you run out quick. You're like, wait a minute.
yeah. I'm like, this is why I hated in like new groups or like college, you know, like getting to know
like
people,
the icebreaker
like,
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, always sucked.
What are 2 truths and a lie? Like
Yeah, or even a very basic one is like,
fun fact.
what's one? Yes, interesting fact.
What's a fun
I hated
fact?
it, but I did have one built in.
What's your fun fact?
Mine was always, I'm a twin.
True.
That's
fair.
But like,
That's kind
I
of a
used it so
cop-out,
many
though.
times that I felt like it was lame and definitely a cop out. But I don't know. What's yours? What was yours?
In college,
Yeah.
mine was I think I used the Obama thing.
Oh, well, how old were you when you met him?
No, I met him in college. Never mind.
I was gonna say there's years of before.
Senior year, I did though. Senior year,
yeah.
I did. Because I did Eagle Guides, which was like the college version of Link Crew,
Okay.
essentially. So.
And that's how you met him?
No.
Or no, that's where you had to give.
No, but that's where I had to
interesting
give like
fact.
the interesting fact.
Got it.
What was my interesting fact? I don't even know. Obviously wasn't that interesting.
Yeah, I guess not that interesting. But I mean, in fairness, I don't know what I would have done if I didn't have twin. Like, thinking back right now, I have no idea what I would have gone with. I'm sure I would have came up with
Like
something, but I probably
freshman year,
won't remember.
what was my interesting fact?
I don't know.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Yeah, well,
Literally nothing.
it's okay. Do you want to share an interesting fact with us right now?
No.
You met Obama.
I did meet Obama. An interesting fact.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, meet is a loose term. I'm taking a little bit of a liberty there.
Yeah.
But I did shake his hand, and he
That's-
asked me how I was doing.
That's about as
So,
close as
like,
meeting as you can get.
We're pretty, you know.
Like a handshake seals the deal. That's a meet,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And he was
I
like
think so.
concerned about how I was doing that day, you know. He was
And he like listened long enough for the answer.
yeah, I said I'm good, thank you, and he smiled, and then he moved on to the next person.
Barrio.
But
But
he shook my hand,
Mhm.
right, and then moved on to the next person. But he did not let go of my
Oh,
hand
he
right away.
lingered.
He lingered.
ah,
His hands are very soft, also.
very soft.
very soft hands. Yeah.
Cool.
You?
My
No?
interesting fact?
Yeah.
I'm a twin.
You know, nope. You can't use
I
that.
have
We
a
already
twin
knew that.
brother.
We already knew
Now
that.
what I would do is my parents have 4 Bernese Mountain Dogs. That's like a
But
good
is
fun
that?
fact.
But that's not an interesting fact about you. That's not a fun fact about you. That's about your parents. That's about Polly and Jay.
And they're my parents.
Yeah. So that's still not about you.
I feel like that's related enough to count as a fun fact. All right, let me think of another one. This might take a bit. Move on, and I'll think of something.
Okay. Anyways, yeah. So we both moved out here to be actors. We were 2 years apart in school,
Mhm.
but we have known each other since
2008.
Did you meet my brother freshman year?
I met him freshman year, but we didn't really hang out much until sophomore year. So I might
Okay,
not have
so
met you
I was
until
in
my
like 8th
sophomore
grade
year.
and you were in like
Yes.
yes.
Kendra's brother and I are best friends.
Yes, Kyle and Noah, they're besties. And they have been since apparently sophomore year. So I would say we were friends
Yeah.
by default, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the friend sister, but we
Yeah.
were like we had a good relationship. I would consider us friends.
But you didn't start acting until college.
No, I didn't act
and
at all
I didn't
in
even
high school.
know that
Yeah.
that was ever something that you
No, I didn't either.
were interested in.
Not until I was like 20 years old and
Yeah.
studying for an accounting exam.
And then, in 2019, I was going to move to Chicago. And then my brother was like, I was moving to LA. Noah. And so I just texted him and I said, hey, you want a roommate?
And I did, because I was looking at studios and they were very expensive. So when Kendra texted me, I was very excited.
So yeah, and the rest is history. And we've been roommates ever since.
We moved our first 3 years every time.
Yep.
Upgraded
yeah,
every
this
time.
is our
Yeah, this is the first year
recently
we
our first year that we did not
re-upped.
move. Yeah. It felt really nice.
It's amazing to not move.
Felt really nice. Yeah, especially since our lease we moved in the summer. Well, you moved August, I moved September.
Which in LA September's still very hot.
True. It's hot right now and it's October. Back home it's snowing though.
It was snowing today?
I think in Wisconsin,
Maybe.
somewhere in Wisconsin it was
The boy
snowing.
said it was pretty cold today when I talked to him, so
well, there you go. It is October there. So I mean, it's October here, but
it's October. Yeah, it's October everywhere, but there especially. There's really October.
You know what I meant. You get it.
Yeah, you get it, people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a little bit about us.
Why did we start this podcast?
I was gonna say we're gonna try to find our footing as we make episodes to figure out what we're doing exactly, but we think.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
We called it Here's the Thing because we say that to each other a lot. Usually when we're telling each other stories and the other has a strong opinion about it, we have to butt in and be like, okay, but here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
And I don't know. People have always told us that we're funny together. I guess you guys can be the judge of that. And I like talking. Yeah. I'm really good at it. Yeah. You can be good at it.
I can be good, yeah.
You're also just a good listener.
I was going to say, I'm a bit of a listener.
I would like to say, though, I can also be a good listener.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm just good at
I feel like you
though.
have a little more modes, like if you're talking mode or listening mode.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of default to listener, but I can talk.
Yes.
You know?
That's true.
Yeah.
They are. And I'm kind of the opposite.
Yeah, for sure.
If I'm in like a comfortable place.
Yeah, absolutely.
With people that I know and I feel comfortable around. Because if not, then
not gonna talk.
Then I'm quiet. Yeah,
that's fair.
But yeah, so we just thought it would be fun, and we have lots to talk about.
We got
3 years of stories.
Yeah, I mean,
plus
all the way back to sophomore year of high school. 8th grade for you.
8th grade for me. Yeah.
So
middle school. My last year of middle school.
Yeah, big year.
And then obviously we were in high school together for 2 years.
And I'd come to
almost went to prom together.
Sometimes. We did almost go to prom together. Yeah, that feels like a good story for the opening episode. So prom.
Would you like to take that one away?
Yeah.
I would love to hear. I would love to hear your perspective on this. Actually.
So it's junior prom at Merrill. So junior year comes along, and I wasn't dating anybody, and most of my good friends weren't. Kyle wasn't.
Yeah.
So we weren't really planning on going to prom, because we're like, we're not seeing anyone, we're not talking to anyone. Like, I'm just gonna ask people, and we were kind of. We were a little sad boys and like didn't want to do that. And we kind of wallowed in our self-pity a little bit. You know how it is. And so we were like, no, we're not going to go to prom. Mm-hmm. And then how early do they announce it?
I think it's 2 weeks before.
2 weeks before they announced prom court, and me and Kyle both were on it.
Yeah.
So we had to find dates quick. You know what? Kyle must have been talking to somebody. Or did he find one at last minute, too? But, so anyways, Kyle and I were both elected to prom court along with a few other people. And so I needed to find a date quick. And at that point, everyone had dates. Obviously, 2 weeks before. People asked pretty early. Girls got dresses. Guys rented tuxes. So I couldn't, I was messaging people. And everyone I talked to was like, oh, sorry, I'm already going with this person, or sorry, I'm not going, I'm out of town, or some reason.
Right.
So eventually I was like, I think I have to ask Kendra, because we were
a last
friends.
resort. I was a last resort.
I messaged her on Facebook, right?
Yeah, you did not tell my brother, though.
I did not tell Kyle.
But yeah, you messaged me on Facebook.
Yeah, he was gonna, I would have let him know. I don't remember what was going through my head at the time, but I would have let him know eventually.
Right. I let him know, though.
Yeah. And how do you take that?
He wasn't thrilled about it.
Yeah. But Kendra graciously said yes.
Yeah. I was a freshman. I wasn't going to be going.
Right. So, but what ended up happening was my brother's girlfriend had a friend, Danny, and I won't use the last name, but she was like dating a guy for a while, and like she bought her dress and they planned to go together, but then like a month and a half beforehand they like broke up, and the guy started seeing another girl, so they were going together. So Danny didn't have a date now all of a sudden. So Danny and I went together. Didn't know her very well. It wasn't I don't think it was great for either one of us, but it is what it is.
But what happened?
But I won prom king.
Yeah.
My fun fact, prom king. I won prom king. Kendra, we did it.
Yeah, so.
Yep, so sitting with royalty right now.
Yeah, okay. I was on homecoming court.
Yeah, but did you win?
No. The girl who won prom queen won homecoming court then too.
Ooh, double whammy.
Yeah. But, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
She was a nice girl. Everyone liked her,
How did we get on that?
I think we were just talking about going to high school together and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we hung out at her parents' place a lot.
Yep.
So that's how we built our relationship.
Yeah. Kyle would have the guys over quite often. Y'all were
this is our primary audience
group,
right now, so careful what you say.
A high energy group.
Very handsome too.
Often
the entire group
ran around my backyard and my house in general, in your boxers, which maybe like later year high school me would have loved, but like freshman year me did not love.
Here's the thing. She had a pool and a pond in her backyard.
Okay, the pond. So no,
there were only so many clothes you could keep on.
No, I need to back up on that.
Okay.
You can't throw that out like it was. Oh, you had a pond. The pond wasn't. Yes, but you don't go swimming in the pond. I know you guys.
Why?
I know you guys did, but that pond was disgusting. Like the fact that you guys would jump in there is disgusting.
It was a good sized pond.
It is, and like it's deep and stuff, but it's a pond. Like it's mucky waters. Like it's gross. It's
yeah, but It's not that gross.
Probably filled with algae.
So.
I don't know. You could get sick. You could get. What diseases do you get from algae?
E. coli, maybe?
Yeah.
It feels like an algae
there
disease,
you go.
doesn't
Yeah,
it? Probably
it does.
not. I don't know.
Does.
We'll Google it afterwards.
Okay. I think so, though.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Me either. What's that other one?
I do remember there was, like, one time, I think. I don't think all of you did it, but a few of you did it. You jumped in the pond. Disgusting, to begin with. And then ran across my yard. I'm pretty sure naked and jumped in my pool.
Allegedly.
Also, now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, no.
The run from the pond to the pool, that's a
It's
bit.
a solid
it's
run.
A solid
it is
run.
a very solid run. And, like, your backyard is pretty open.
It's pretty, yeah, it's not. Like, I have neighbors.
For sure could have seen the entire thing.
Also, the windows by the pool, open. Again, pretty big and open.
Yeah, that's true. Good field of view there. Field of vision.
Yeah. Tom and Angie were not home that time.
No, I don't think we ever did it while they were home. We might have.
No.
I don't know. I doubt it.
I doubt it. I don't even know if they know that. Maybe they'll find out on this if they listen to it.
Yeah, I think at this point they won't mind. They'll just laugh about it, you know?
Yeah. For sure. Angie will just call me later. Who was it?
Who was it?
I don't even remember at this point.
Yeah. We hung out sometimes in college too because I would come to lacrosse.
True, for Oktoberfest. Yeah, because Mitchell was there.
Yeah.
Mitchie Poo. Shout out Mitchie Poo.
Shout out Mitchie Poo.
He's probably listening. He better be listening.
Better be listening. Kendra went to UW lacrosse. I went to UW Madison. But one of the
And
boys,
I came to Madison a couple times.
Yeah, because Kyle also went to Madison.
Yes.
And there's a big Oktoberfest celebration in lacrosse every year,
Yes.
so we would always come visit. And you know, there's some good throwback pictures that come up on Facebook.
There are
every year.
Yeah. But yeah, bear with us as we stumble through.
Yeah.
We have ideas of what we want this to be.
Future episodes.
It's just obviously executing might. But yeah, basically future episodes are going to be here's the thing about, and then we'll have a topic that it's about.
So they should be a little more directed, a little more.
Yeah.
A little tighter, you know?
Yeah. Also, I just don't like talking about myself. I like reminiscing. Like, I like sharing, like, the memories and stuff.
For sure.
But the whole, like, about me.
I know.
I don't like doing it.
Me either. I think it's part of the reason I hate why, like, dating apps suck, too. Like, you don't want to write a bio about yourself.
No, I mean, my Bumble profile is just pictures.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't want to do. And then my Hinge, I answer 3 of the prompts, but it's because they make you answer 3 prompts. But if I had my choice, I wouldn't have.
You wouldn't have answered any of them? Just pictures there, too?
Yeah.
What's your most responded to prompt?
You know, all of 3 of them get pretty good responses. I would say, though, it's probably between 2 of them, though.
Okay.
And it's my most controversial opinion is, and I wrote, more people should try peanut butter and carrot sandwiches.
Sure. Okay.
I have a lot of men that are just
befuddled by that.
Yeah, confused by the whole concept, which confuses me because I'm like, it's not hard. It's you take bread, you put some peanut butter on there, and you put some carrots on it. The amount of people that are like, are they cooked or are they raw? Like, you think I'm putting cooked carrots on peanut butter? And like,
that would be weird.
But yeah, I get a lot of like. Most guys don't agree with it. They're like, what is this? And they're very against it. And then my other one is, do you think music or movies, like good taste in music or movies is like more important?
Oh, and what'd you put?
I don't have to answer my own prompt.
Oh, what would you say?
I would say music.
Good taste in music is more important than movies?
And I feel like the majority of people say music. Yeah. There's only a handful of guys that have ever said movies.
I'd be willing to bet music
I have a lot
is
of
pretty
music.
common. I think movies, I feel like are only for people that like love movies. Because like everybody enjoys movies, most people, but like I don't think anyone who's just like, unless they're really into like films, they're not going to be like, that's important, you know?
Right. Because like, I don't know, like, there's so many other things you can do besides like go out and watch a movie together, where it's like, if we don't have the same taste in movies, like,
every car trip,
it's fine.
It's tough if you don't have the same trip in
taste in music.
Choice, so, concerts.
If I'm gonna marry them, are we gonna agree on a wedding song?
I feel like that's pretty manageable.
Is it though?
To agree on one, I feel like most guys will give way to the girl, you know?
I guess.
I think just more long term, like listening to music, especially on car rides, and going to concerts, listening to music at home. If I'm going to play my records and they're going to hate it, that won't work.
When do you play your records?
When you guys aren't here.
Do you really?
Yeah. Pretty much every time you guys are gone,
why
I'll put one on.
Why don't you ever play them when we're here?
I just feel like it's bothersome because it's kind of loud, and I like playing them kind of loud, and I don't want to, you know, when Megan's working or you're in there watching your thing or.
Oh yeah, that's so fun. Okay, our next like dinner party or something. Ooh. You gotta put your records on.
Here's the thing about my music though is what dinner party guests are gonna enjoy that. There's some that are like
we have similar tastes in music.
I thought about buying some Taylor Swift. I thought about getting 1989 on vinyl.
I would support that.
Yeah, I knew you would. But I mean, like, there's some I could play. It's not like it's all screamo. Like, there's some that I could play.
I should just get some of my own vinyls. I feel like.
Yeah, do it.
Well, Megan has some, I think.
Does she?
She might.
Maybe.
Megan is our third roommate.
Yeah. I haven't bought a new vinyl in a while. But maybe I will soon.
I didn't know that. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah, I pretty much wait till you guys are gone, but anytime you are, I'm out here like playing it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, I'll throw a question at you.
All right, yeah, hit me.
We lived together for 3 years.
3 years,
The first 2 years were just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Which I will say, awkward at first.
Was it for you?
I feel like, but also I feel like just, and maybe this is just a me thing. Maybe it's not like a female thing, but like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes as a female, I was like, not ever like worried or about anything, but just like, I just felt, it wasn't like you made me feel uncomfortable. I just like felt uncomfortable. I was like, oh my god, there's a boy in my
just
apartment.
Like having like,
you know,
that like male energy almost
like,
even just in there.
And I didn't ever want to like make you feel uncomfortable, and so I was like, oh my god.
Did that go away like that first year right away?
Like if I come out of the bathroom in my towel, like is he gonna feel weird? But like I have to get to my room, so like what am I gonna do? But also, I literally had to do that in college because my dorm was on the first level, and our bathroom was like kind of right by the door, and I lived in a co-ed dorm, so I constantly was running into guys in my towel. But yeah, no, it definitely went away for sure. It didn't take long. Like that's what I was gonna say is I feel like we like got into a like little routine.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly.
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't
like
think I ever really felt uncomfortable.
For not really, like we had a friendship.
Yeah.
But like now we like have a friendship.
Yeah,
you know?
it's definitely
like,
very different than like.
It's not like oh you're my brother's friend, like you're my friend, you know. But you're my friend Noah. But shoot.
What was the question?
My question?
Yeah.
No. Oh. In the 3 years that you lived with me, what have you learned about me?
What have I learned about you?
That like you think you wouldn't have learned if you didn't like live with me.
Oh man, that's a good question.
Thank you.
I'm struggling to remember like my view of you before.
That's fair.
You know, like because so much of our relationship I feel like has been built in the last 3 years, even though we had like a good foundation from like your brother.
Well, yeah, we never like hung out just the two of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Except maybe at Oktoberfest once in a while we would
Yeah.
like just talk. But
Yeah, never. What did I learn about you? Kenny, I'm gonna have to think about this one.
that's my nickname also, Kenny.
I did learn, I guess I didn't know how fit you were, how like active you were, like regularly doing
I
different
do think
workouts
I
and everything.
am more now though.
You are, okay.
Than I was.
Not that I ever thought you were like.
Than I was like
not,
in college, but
so
yeah.
There's that. I learned a lot about
Taylor Swift.
It was a lot about Taylor Swift. I was gonna say I learned a lot about what it was like for you dating in like high school and college that I didn't know about.
I didn't really date though.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't know that, and I didn't know like what stuff you went through.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, guys, no one knows.
I was gonna say I also got to like watch your journey as a dating woman.
No one knows too much about me, honestly.
So, I've seen you grow a lot in that and change a lot.
True.
Yeah.
That's fair.
You're definitely more confident as an adult than you were in high school and college.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you know that too.
Yeah.
But
100%. But I appreciate you seeing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those are a few. I'm sure other things will come to me. It'll have
I don't know. I just thought of that, and I was like, I'm just gonna throw them
as I
on
remember
the spot.
like more things about like how I thought about you beforehand.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like, oh yeah.
But that's true. That I guess now that you say that, like it is hard to decipher. Like when I think about you, I'm like, but have I always thought that about him, or is that just something that I'm realizing now? Yeah.
Yeah. What did you learn about me?
Yeah.
You knew it was coming, huh? Yeah.
And see, this is like I feel like I knew that you were like chill, but like I like. You're so chill, like in the best way though. Like in the best way, you know what I mean? Like and I think I've said this too before, that you're kind of like, I don't know many people that like don't let things, like I let every little thing bother me.
No, what? No.
Me? And like I'll just get so mad about things that I like have no control over.
Sure.
And, like, not that you don't ever get mad about them, but you are very good at being like, but I can't do anything about it. So there's no, like, use in putting my energy towards it. And I'm always like, damn, I would be mad for the next week. Like, like, I don't know. And I always knew that you were, like, chill, but, like, damn, he really like I admire that. Like I wish I could let things go and be so as easygoing as you are. What else? Man, yeah, this is hard.
It's tough, right? When you ask it, like there are obviously things I learned about you since then. But
also,
it's like,
I mean, going, off of what you said also, like, I kind of knew about, like, I knew the people that you, like, in high school dated, obviously. But, like, not really in college and stuff like that. And just, I just feel like talking to you more about, like, I don't know, I've just learned your, like, views and opinions on things that like I didn't know before.
That you, like, don't know about just from the outside. For sure, I get that.
And I feel like I'll, now that like you get back into the dating world, I'm sure I'll learn more also. But yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, there's more, but like
You're right. I know it's
but
tough to
I
like
don't know.
think
and
like,
I know I am the one that asked that.
Yeah.
But
No, those are good answers. You know, your brother and I always talked about like living together, and we never did. But I remember him saying like, you know, I feel like it would work because we're both just like super chill and like things don't bother us. I was like, yeah, that would work. But
it would, but who would make the decisions then?
we would eventually make decisions. Sort of.
Eventually is the key word that
we
he
would
just
survive.
used.
We would survive is the thing.
Would you though?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, but he is always hot, and I feel like I feel like since living out here, the temperature drops a little bit, and you get a little cold.
Yeah.
You sometimes become a little cold baby.
Okay.
Don't even try to say.
I won't argue with that. That's true. That's true.
You
And
sometimes.
Also, okay.
It's cold in here.
Stop it.
Should we?
Stop it. I've
Should we turn
literally.
the heat on? Do we need to turn down
the heat on? I never said. Should we turn the heat on?
Maybe
You know what?
in
You know
the
what has
winter
gone
months.
through my mind,
But sometimes also I don't think the AC needs to be this low.
I was just about to say we don't
And
even keep our AC very low. We keep it at like 74.
No.
The other day.
75.
Yeah, the other day I was in my room
Which
like.
is like perfect.
Oh God, I'm so cold. So I went to check it and it was like 77. I was like, oh no.
See, exactly. And my brother.
He keeps it at like 64.
Yes, because it was either 62 or 64 because when I stayed with him one night this summer when I was home visiting, I was supposed to stay 2 nights with him, and then I said no. It turned into 1 because I went to sleep covered in blankets because I was so cold. His AC unit thing was in his living room, which was where I was sleeping on a blow-up air mattress. So it was just blasting right at me. The air mattress had a hole somewhere in it. And I just felt myself slowly
deflating into that.
Yeah, and like
actual ground.
But like before it, like a lot of it is deflated, and so like you sink in the middle, and then it's just like
comes up around you
on top of you. By the morning, I was just on the ground, freezing.
So it was a one-nighter.
And I said never again.
I do love sleeping when it's cold. That is what I'll say. I'd rather it be cold than warm. You get to throw extra blankets on.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'd rather have that problem. I mean, a summer at Runnymede will do that to you, though, you know?
True.
Because
shithole.
Our place at Runnymede wasn't the greatest. And it had, I mean, God bless your parents who bought us that.
Yeah,
the AC unit thing.
AC
unit. For the living room, because I would just sat in front of that all day, every day. Because that was the beginning of the pandemic. You were gone for work all the time.
Yeah, I was rarely home.
And I had no job, so I was always home.
Yeah, you know, when I was working 5 days there, we really didn't spend a lot of time together.
No, because you were.
Because I was also in a relationship at that time, so.
Yeah, so usually the weekends you were gone.
Yeah.
And then Monday through Friday you were gone for 12 hours during the day. Yeah. And I had no one. I got broken up with. I got my heart broken during the pandemic. I really, honestly, I just had Taylor Swift. Which, I mean, what else do you need? But had it not been for that, the only AC that we had in that apartment was in your room.
Yeah. There was one window unit.
Yeah.
And it was in my bedroom.
And sleeping in the valley without AC is something I will never, ever do again because it was the worst. My fan was on full blast, just as close to my bed as it could be. And
both the places we've lived in since have had central air.
Yes.
Which was a necessity for us.
Yes. Except Riverside, sometimes it wouldn't always work.
You know.
The living room part.
That's fair. That apartment got like very sun hot too from like the windows on that side. I feel like.
Right. But then the AC like wouldn't cool it down
Oh,
ever.
Yeah, that's true.
But it did have that pool.
It did have a pool. I think I used it once.
You have a video of you coming out of your coming out of the water with your Crocs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hell yeah. That was
and
like
your
right when
hair and like.
What was the hair doing? Just its thing.
It was just doing its thing, you know.
Absolutely.
It was really long, I think, at that time.
Yeah, early on in the pandemic, I didn't cut it for a long time because
Yeah.
hair salons were like closed for a long
Right.
time, and then when they were open, I just like didn't feel like it.
I like how this intro about us and this podcast has just kind of turned into this, but that's okay, cause
Yeah, we're figuring it out.
yep, y'all are on the journey with us.
Yeah. I don't know. Anything else you want to say?
I was just
Do you want to keep
thinking.
gabbing?
Keep gabbing.
Just keep gabbing away.
Oh God, the things you say sometimes. Also, I said this to you earlier, but I realized I should have just saved this for the podcast. A little earlier tonight, I got home from work. You know, said hi to Asher or whatever, scarfed down some food, and then was gonna shower quick, and I went into my room, and I actually yelled. I yelled after you.
Oh, you did?
I was like, "Were you just saying the theme song to Fresh Prince?" But then I got no response. I was like, "Oh, he didn't hear me."
Yeah, I didn't hear you.
My door was shut and stuff. But I just hear Noah goes, "I had a dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say this cab is rare." But it was just spoken like that, and I was like, I will say it took me a minute. I was like, I know that, and then I was like, oh, he's just saying, he's just speaking.
I couldn't even tell you why it got stuck in my head, but I had to say it, and I like kept saying/singing it for a while after that. Weird things get stuck in my head. You know what song gets stuck in my head more than any other song?
What?
And it's like a weekly basis, and I have no idea why.
What? Oh God.
Can you feel the love tonight? I'll just like randomly be like, can you feel the love tonight? And that's like the only line I know in the entire song. I don't know any other words. At least once a week.
I don't know why, but that just feels right for you.
It's a good song.
I mean, yeah, it is. It is. It's a good one.
But
I couldn't tell you. I don't think I have a song that like. Oh, excuse me, I yawned. I don't think I have a song that
make me yawn though.
consistently gets like stuck in my head.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't hear it often.
We were. Do you know that? Okay, when we were running last week. Maybe it was last week. I don't know.
Yeah.
But my headphones stopped working.
Yes.
You know? And I told you I was just like singing songs in my head. And you said, what song? And I only answered Jasmine Sullivan, who's the artist. Because the song was her song. The song title is BPW, but it stands for Best Pussy in the World.
Oh.
And I was just singing Best Pussy in the World over and over again in my head.
I guess that's one way to stay motivated for your run.
Uh-huh.
BPW.
It's a good song.
Yeah?
Listen to it. BPW by
I'll add it
Jasmine
to the
Sullivan.
list. Jasmine Sullivan.
Off of her album Hotels.
Hotels?
Mm-hmm. Spelled Heaux.
Oh, like Go Tigers. LSU.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. The whole album, great. Anyways, you got any closing words?
Closing remarks? Yeah, I think we're about at the end of this, huh? That's Kendra. I'm Noah.
Yeah.
If you got any questions, ask. Audience, I mean. Let us know. Yeah.
We'll make an Instagram.
Yeah, will we?
Yeah.
Sweet. We're official.
I guess maybe we should have done that before so we could say what the handle is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing pod. HTT pod.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
It
We'll let
depends
you know
on
episode
if those
2.
are taken though or not.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
We'll get there. We're figuring it out.
Yeah. It's kind of one of those things where I every week ask Noah, and then he was like, yeah, when do you want to do it? And I had to ride that wave,
Right.
of you being like, yeah, let's actually do it. I was like, oh, well, we have to do it
didn't
then.
think we'd get this far.
Immediately.
Yeah, it took us a long time to get here, but we did it.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad I'm annoying and just kept asking you.
Yeah, you're persistent, if anything. Yeah.
Thank you. Some call it annoying, some call it perseverance.
Okay.
Do you disagree?
No, I think that's fair. I think it could be seen as both.
Okay.
I think it's a little harsh to call it annoyance or annoying.
Oh, thank you.
But after a certain amount of time, I think perseverance turns to annoying.
I mean, I can be annoying. My friend Isaiah told me the last time we talked, he said something about being annoying, and he laughed. And I said, we've been friends for almost a decade. And he goes, I know, I still love you. And I was like, okay. You know what? He's annoying sometimes too, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just one quality about each other. Oh, Mitchie Poo, you absolutely do.
I don't think I do.
No?
Here's the thing. He does things
that are annoying.
That seem annoying. But
That's
I just
true.
love him so much.
That's what I should have told Isaiah.
Like, he's
that.
loud.
I just do things
that
Isaiah finds are annoying, but I don't think he actually thinks I'm annoying. Okay, so
thanks for listening this far if you did.
Yeah, God bless you.
Yeah.
We promise that the next one will be more
concise,
and focused. Yeah.
We're gonna get better at this.
We'll still go on tangents sometimes, but
in a good way.
Yeah, in the best way.
And you can always just listen to us on like 2x speed,
Oh my God, Noah listens to all of his podcasts on 1.5 speed, and it drives me absolutely.
It's the only way to
insane.
Do it. YouTube videos too. YouTube videos I double
insane.
Speed because
no,
they're
you
way
don't.
too slow.
Are you a monster?
Can you imagine watching an entire 7-minute YouTube video?
Yeah, I do.
If it's music, absolutely, I would listen to the whole thing. But like any type of interview or like discussion about anything, double speed it. A 7-minute video turns to 3.5 minutes. That's it. Think all the time you're saving.
I watch videos that are longer than that.
At 1 speed?
Yeah.
Oh, I could not. I would die. It's like I already know what you're saying. Say it faster.
So if you listen this far, bless you. Thank you. We appreciate you. And yeah, any last words? Noah?
Kendra? I was just like, yeah, thanks. Thanks for supporting us. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, and we'll see you next time for Here's the Thing.
See you next time. Outro music.
Bye.
Can you feel the love tonight?